20 years. That's what it costs when you turn the keys of the American banking system into a master skeleton. DARKWIRE, real stories from the wire. Key for fraud. Oluwaseun Adekoya was 39 years old, a former bank manager, and by the time federal agents kicked his door in at dawn, his network had drained $1.7 million from ordinary Americans who never saw it coming. Adekoya grew up in Lagos, Nigeria, a city of 15 million people, where ambition and desperation share the same street corner. His father was a school teacher, his mother a nurse. They scraped together every naira they had to keep him in school, and it worked. He was sharp, disciplined, the kind of student teachers remember. He earned a scholarship to study finance. He made it to the United States. He landed a job as a bank manager, the kind of resume that makes a family proud back home. But somewhere between the fluorescent lights of the branch office and the weight of what he saw moving through those accounts every single day, something shifted. He started noticing the gaps. Not bugs, just the ordinary blind spots that come with volume. Thousands of transactions a day, tellers overwhelmed, compliance teams stretched thin. He understood the system from the inside, and the inside had cracks. The first move was recruitment. He didn't approach strangers. He approached people he already knew, managers at other branches, colleagues who'd complained about their salaries, people who'd let slip that they were behind on rent or drowning in debt. He made the pitch quietly. No drama, just numbers. His network eventually stretched across multiple states, each manager a pressure point inside a legitimate institution. Here's how the actual fraud worked, step by step. Adekoya sourced fake driver's licenses, high-quality counterfeits with real customer names and account numbers pulled from inside the banks. He handed those IDs to lower-level workers, people he called his street team. Those workers would walk into branches, sometimes branches in entirely different states, present the fake ID at the teller window, and request a cash withdrawal. To the teller, it looked routine. The name matched, the account was real, the money left. The amounts were calibrated carefully. Large enough to matter, small enough to stay under the automatic reporting thresholds that trigger bank alerts. 50 withdrawals of $3,000 cause far less noise than one withdrawal of $150,000. Adekoya knew this. He'd spent years on the other side of that counter. The money came back to him clean, or clean enough. He ran it through bank accounts opened in other people's names using stolen or fabricated identities. Layered transfers. Accounts opened in Albany, in Brooklyn, across state lines. His right-hand man, David Danian, also known as Bamikole Lanian, David Enfield, and simply Africa, was 60 years old and based in Brooklyn, New York. Danian supervised day-to-day operations on the ground while Adekoya directed from a distance, insulated by burner phones and encrypted apps he rotated constantly. But here's where it gets worse, and this is the part that should make every bank customer's stomach drop. The scheme wasn't a one-time smash and grab, it ran for years. The total documented losses exceeded $1.7 million, and that figure represents only what prosecutors could prove in court. The actual number is almost certainly higher. The investigation was a joint effort involving the FBI and the Social Security Administration's Office of Inspector General, the SSA OIG, whose involvement suggests some of the stolen identities were tied to Social Security records. Agents had been building the case methodically, pulling phone records, subpoenaing account data, and mapping the network branch by branch. Then Adekoya made a mistake, a message sent to the wrong device, a contact who talked. The exact slip has never been fully disclosed in public court documents, but by early 2025, prosecutors had. In court, the case was airtight. David Danian pleaded guilty on March 6, 2025, in the Northern District of New York, admitting his role in supervising the conspiracies. The plea agreement confirmed losses exceeding $1.7 million. Adekoya himself was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison, one of the longest sentences handed down in recent memory for a bank fraud conspiracy of this type. The judge read the sentence without ceremony. The courtroom was quiet. The victims were never dramatic figures. They were ordinary account holders who checked their balances one morning and found money missing. Some were elderly. Some didn't notice for weeks. The banks reimbursed most of the losses eventually, but the process took months, and for some customers, the financial disruption was devastating. Adekoya is in federal custody now, with a release date somewhere in his late 50s, if he serves the full sentence. Danyan awaits his own sentencing. The network they built is gone, the accounts are frozen, the burner phones are in evidence bags. What makes this case genuinely unsettling isn't the money, it's the architecture. Adekoya didn't hack anything, he didn't write malware. He used knowledge, insider knowledge, human psychology, and the ordinary trust that holds the banking system together, and he turned all of it into a weapon. The vulnerability he exploited still exists in every branch, in every city, right now.